Hey, everybody, we're here for the postgame show, talking all things New York Jets, Pittsburgh Steelers as they lose 34-32. We talk all about it. The postgame show recap and analysis starts now for Jets Steelers.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. Welcome to the postgame show. Recap and analysis of the Jets' Week 1 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 34-32. Oh, God. Everything was there for the Jets to win this game, to punch Aaron Rodgers in the mouth, and to make this happen. And difficult loss for the New York Jets. There's no question about it. So the Jets lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The phone in line is open. That is the pinned comment, on youtube.com/boygreen25. Couple of things here right off the top. Xavier Gibson's muff fumble. Not muffed. His fumble where he lost control and the Steelers immediately punched in for a touchdown completely changed the momentum of the contest. Unfortunately. A couple of I don't like bringing up officials. But I'll tell you this. Missing the head-to-head contact on Justin Fields. You don't like it. Missing the intentional grounding play on Aaron Rodgers there was confusing and hard to explain. So there was a lot that the Jets had control of and they blew. A couple of stats and we'll get to the phone lines here. Justin Fields was terrific. 16-22, 218 passing yards. He averaged 10 yards a clip, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He had 12 carries for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. That tied a career high. Garrett Wilson, 7 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Garrett Wilson's drop, of course, at the end of the game. Justin Fields, I mentioned it during the live play-by-play, if you guys were watching that Justin Fields throughout this game had moments where he could have just taken the green grass in front of him. Instead, he passed the football. He would run and go, ooh, there's someone downfield. And that resulted in a lot of big plays. But at the end of the game, when he had the first down, he said, ooh, Garrett Wilson. He could have taken the first down, kept the game alive, but he decided to throw it to Garrett Wilson. So we'll have to hear how Justin Fields reacts to that after the game. So there's a lot to get to. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Those are in youtube.com/boygreen25. We have over 500 people in the room immediately, and we started this 3 minutes ago. I imagine a lot of people have a lot of things to say on this game, and I'm looking forward to those conversations. So feel free to call in, like the video, hit subscribe. We had a surge of new subscribers during the live watch party, so a big salute to all you guys, and we'll get an update. We were like 30 people away from 8,000 subscribers. We'll see if we could get there during this postgame show. Let's go to it. My co-host on Boy Green Meets Woody, James Woody, is here. What's up, Woodster?
Hey, what's up? I can't lie, I had a lot of fun watching that game. Justin Fields, he had a great game. How can you say it any other way? And I know when we talked about it, we've been talking about this game for weeks, for months.
100%. Yeah, really.
You know? Yeah. And you guys said, yo, Woody, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised by what you see out there. And I was definitely, inarguably surprised. The fact that we even had 19 points at half, I was like, and then you look at the stats, right? This is the first game since 1991. Since before Boy Green was born, myself as well, actually. I'm not that old. Yeah. So before we were born, first game since then where there are no punts in the first half. I mean, wow. I would say the MVP of this game was Tanner Engstrand. I mean, he had Fields looking great. My guy, Breece Hall, the Breece Hall slander that I had to endure for how long now? Yeah. Come on now, 145 all-purpose yards.
Yeah. By the way, I'll just read some of the stats just so you guys have them. Brees Hall had 19 carries for 107 yards rushing, 5.6 per clip. He also had 2 catches for 38 yards. That was terrific. I just want to give a shout out to everybody here again. I mentioned Justin Fields, but it's worth repeating. He was 16 of 22, 218 passing yards. He averaged 10 yards per pass, 1 touchdown. He also contributed 12 carries for 48 rushing yards. Garrett Wilson had 7 catches for 95 yards and the touchdown. Let me see who else of note here. Quincy Williams had a sack. Quinnen Williams had a sack. Will McDonald had 2 sacks. I think a certain Woody 3 had something about old Willie McDonald too.
That was the last thing I was going to say. The Woody 3, in my opinion, went 3 for 3. All right. At first, I said, come on, let's see that chemistry, that bond. It didn't take too long to see a 33-yard butte between the two boys. That was perfect to see. The Woody 3, Woody 1 was hit. Will McDonald, I told you, it's been a while since Aaron Rodgers has been sacked. I told you, Will McDonald likes to get sacks in bunches. Are we going to see 2 sacks? And that's exactly what we saw. And then the Woody 3, unfortunately, this dude, Jonnu Smith, I mean, I put him in my parlay, so it's not that bad. But Jonnu Smith, he didn't kill us. I think he maybe even had like 20 yards. But
here's what he had. 5 catches for 15 yards and a touchdown.
There you go. There you go.
That's
So he wasn't killing us from a yardage standpoint, but was still one of the 4 touchdown throws for Aaron Rodgers. So I would say that's a 3 for 3 for the Woody 3. If you guys haven't heard about it yet, this is why we do it, because it's 3 things worth looking at that could end up being keys to the game. And I feel like these were Tanner, like I said, MVP. He made everyone look great that played offense. The LVP, and this is the name of because you guys want to talk about the guys. Oh, Woody don't know ball. Woody don't know ball. I've been spot on every time. Brandon Stevens, get this dude off the team, man. This dude is playing in skates. He is playing in skates, slipping and sliding every single time the ball is thrown. I mean, and I was trying to tell you guys. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm here. I'm here to tell you the truth, right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, as Brandon Stevens, of course, Xavier Gibson also deserves honorable mention.
The whole reason that Xavier Gibson made the team, I listened to this on the Rich Samini podcast, right? So 53-man roster happens. Rich Samini says, hey, here are my sources on some of the big decisions and why. And he says, I know you fans out there, Jamal Pritchett, Xavier Gibson. Rich Samini said, from my sources, not mine, I'm citing Rich. Rich said from who he spoke with, the sole reason why, even though that Jamal Pritchett beat out Xavier Gibson throughout all of camp, that's what Rich Samini said, 100% that's true, based on what I saw in running, returning, receiving, everything. He said the only reason that Xavier Gibson got the job over Jamal Pritchett was because the Jets trusted Xavier Gibson in those kinds of situations where he wouldn't fumble. They trusted him. And then Aaron Glenn in one of these press conferences decided he had 67 straight plays in practice without muffing a fumble or having a fumble. Like, look at that accuracy. And literally in the first game, it's the opposite, right? Xavier Gibson 2023. Whoa, I've got this player everyone's talking about. 2025. Hey, I got this player everyone's talking about for all the wrong reasons because he fumbled. Oh, yes. And the Steelers immediately cash in and make us pay for it. Oh.
In Aaron Glenn's defense, because Aaron Glenn, he's continuing to win me over.
Ooh,
he was saying he respects his ability to catch, like to not muff the ball, which he did not do. He caught the ball, but of course it was during the return. No, because Pritchett had a muff during the Eagles preseason game.
He did. He recovered it, but he did have a muff. That's
yes.
Correct.
So that's the difference. And he did catch it, but losing Kene, our guy in Wanu, so early, that was a killer. Because even the first return was all the way to like the 40-yard line. Like, I was like, oh, I feel like he's gonna break one this game. But he got hurt. And unfortunately the ball was put in Xavier's hands, and then they ended up in the Steelers' hands. So
here's this, Woody, because of your Woody 3, I want to give you love. Will McDonald right now is on pace for 34 sacks. That would shatter the single season sack record. I've never seen anything like it. That is an incredible pace. So I just want to put that out in the universe that, hey, well, we're all beat up because it's a loss. I hate losing, and we lost to the Steelers, and that sucks. But hey, Will McDonald, whoop, stock up. That's good to see. Hey, Woody, let me ask you this real quick as we're about to, progress on with the show. Are you jumping in as co-host? Are you just giving your piece and then leaving Take Flight Talk, or what's about to happen here?
No, I mean, I this is not nice, but I want to see my guy Bradshaw, right?
Okay. I don't see him right now.
No, I don't see him either. I don't think he's there.
Okay.
But as you know, I said something months ago, and now. We're here.
Whoa! Let me get you full screen here. Go ahead, please.
No, it's nothing like this. All I'm saying is that because you guys like to you know what, you can put it back.
Okay.
Now,
hide my face. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, because time and time again you want to say, Woody, you should root for another team. You hate it and you doing all this, doing all that. All I've done the whole time, and CBW on Twitter will tell you, all I've done is keep it real. I'm just giving you facts for you to take as they are. And in preparation of this game, I gave you 3 stats. Seems like they all became super relevant stats to this game. And I just knew the power of Aaron Rodgers. He was not going to have a bad game. He was not. He got sacked. We knew that. I established that. But 4 TDs, he looked solid. Obviously, he is an old man, so he wasn't out here evading tacklers. But they had a good game. It was an exciting game. And I wish that last drive we were able to, because we only needed 35 yards, I wish we were able to close in and close out the game. But all I'm saying is, all I'm coming with is nothing but stats, nothing but quit hating on your mans and respect the grind, respect the hustle. Let's go, Jets. We got to pick ourselves up and try to win this next game.
So let me ask you real quick. Have you made plans on what you're spending your new $100 on?
Honestly, it's probably going to repay for supplies for the party itself.
Yeah, we do have the tailgate coming up. That's a fair point, and there's some moolah that will be thrown around for that. So, Badshaw, you should feel a little bit better knowing that will be invested in probably the alcohol you guys are going to drink and God knows what else. So, okay.
Yes. I see a couple comments in here saying, ask Woody how Fields played. Yeah. I already said it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I have no criticisms for Fields' play today. I feel like it was very good. Obviously, you had the 2 TDs, swaggy on the second one with the high step. Yeah,
Hey, now that was
right. Yeah, the first one, the passing touchdown to Garrett. That was very nice. So it was very good. Now, am I ready to crown him MVP? No, but what I do think, and this is why I'm giving Terran Engstrom the MVP, he just knows how to make guys look good. Like, he knows how to put them in the best situation. And I think that's exactly what happened. The first 6 plays, 5 of them were runs. So what they did on the offensive side of the ball was masterful. Fields did his job, and that's all we can ask for. So I have no qualms probably about the entire offensive side of the ball. Nothing to say. Shout out Jeremy Rucker. Caught a couple first downs. Hey.
I just have to say, okay, and I know we got a lot of callers. We got a lot of super chats. I promise I'm going to get to all you guys. We have over 700 people in the room. And by the way, I just want to give this update real quick. We are 22 subscribers away from 8,000. It surged up in the middle of the watch party. Thank you guys, all the world. I'm in the middle of the 4th hour of live streaming today, so I appreciate you guys. That means the world. So 22 subscribers away. So again, youtube.com/boygreen25. I'd love to get to 8,000 plus here on this live show. But I said it in the live stream, and I kept going, oh, okay, Jeremy Rucker, all right, okay. And it just kept happening. So, I got to give Jeremy a lot of credit. Now, him one-on-one with TJ Watt, put him in a blender a few times, but you can't expect Jeremy Rucker to be blocking one. I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if anyone goes, hey, he didn't do a great job against TJ Watt, okay, who would? Okay. So that was probably bad on the Jets for saying, hey, Jeremy, take him out. Who? What? But he did. So I got to give a lot of love. And the throw by Justin Fields to Jeremy Rucker on the 3rd down play.
Oh, yeah.
And so the throw and the catch. I'm not trying to take away from Jeremy. The throw to get it there and Jeremy to catch it and then grind out for the first down and dive forward. Jeremy Rucker deserves love. And again, I have no problem hitting that back pedal because me and Woody are in the same place. We're Jet fans. So I don't care if it was Malachi Corley, if he would have still been here, Jeremy Rucker, any player. I'm for the Jets winning, and I don't care which players are contributing. Like, it doesn't matter to me, good or bad. I don't care. I'm all about the win. So,
absolutely.
Woody,
Didn't mean to hijack the show. Just want to come in, show some love. This is the greatest channel for Jets content creation in the universe. Okay? So, I had to appear on the best channel ever. Okay. Because I was shocked seeing what I was seeing. I bet the under, lost. So I lost money. Right? The money that Bad Show's giving me is helping put me back in the green because I bet the under on this game. And to see what we saw, I think we have a lot of reasons to be immensely excited about this season moving forward.
There's no question. Woody, we'll see you for Boy Green Meets Woody on Tuesday and, of course, Thursday for our Jets-Bills preview. Looking forward to it, pal.
Absolutely. Take care, my man.
There he is, James Woody. Let's answer a bunch of your super chats. I see a ton are coming through. Thank you so much. I see Fire Aaron Glenn immediately is already here. There he is.
Wow.
Come on, Fire Aaron Glenn from the Fire Aaron Glenn account from the Boy Green Coffee Club. Like, come on, man. Fire Aaron Glenn. Well, I highlighted it because you said it, but come on, man. Let's get some super chats in here. We got Cole Young with a YouTube super chat coming in here. Appreciate you, pal.
Wow.
$5 super chat. Heartbreaking loss. Still proud of this team. The pass defense is concerning right now. Too many wide open receivers. I think it was both. Let me say this properly. I think it was busted coverage. So obviously they got to clean that stuff up. There's too many times where DK Metcalf was wide open. Calvin Austin was wide open. So Brandon Stevens was on the receiving end of a couple of those. Like clearly he was out of position. So whether it's busted coverages or just straight up getting beat, like they need to fix that quick. Now, a lot of people, to Woody's point, are going to be all over bench Brandon Stevens. And I'll leave that up to AG. I'll trust his gut and see whatever he wants to do. I doubt a guy that he said was the player of camp, he's going to, bench after one game. But boy, he had some rough moments. And that was tough. I agree. A heartbreaking loss. The Jets were right in it. I've said this on the radio before. As a player, as a former football player. If you could tell me, Paul, you're going to lose no matter what, okay? Heartbreaking loss or get your teeth kicked down your throat. I would always pick getting my teeth kicked down my throat because then we're like, this one play, Xavier Gibson, Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, and you're always on the edge. That's always been my perspective. But boy, there's a lot to be proud of, certainly, with your New York Jets out there in the universe. By the way, Cole Young, you have 8 raffle tickets now for a contest. Again, the scrolling ticker is not accurate. I will update that later. We're in the middle of everything. But Cole Young, thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you at the tailgate. Another super chat here. I believe in freedom jumping in.
Wow.
We need a number 2 wide receiver without any doubt. I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear any of the shit about Fields anymore. The hell with the haters. I believe in freedom. Thank you. Yeah, here is. So we have Garrett Wilson, obviously 7 catches, 95 yards. The second leading receiver for the Jets was Breece Hall, who had 2 catches for 38 yards. Here's everybody else. Tyler Johnson had 2 catches for 31 yards. Mason Taylor had 1 catch for 20 yards. Jeremy Ruckert, 2 catches for 16 yards. Josh Reynolds, 2 catches for 18 yards. So obviously, to your point, another pass catcher did not step up to the plate. So we will see what kind of wide receiver 2 you can find in the middle of the season. So TBD, I suppose. But clearly someone didn't step up opposite of Garrett from a pass catching perspective consistently. That's very fair, especially when you look at the target distribution that was coming out of there. So I believe in freedom. There is truth to what you say. There certainly is. Again, you have yourself a raffle ticket, my friend, and you're $1 away from another one. Thank you for the super chat. Let's keep getting to these, and then we'll get back to the phone lines. I promise. A couple more super chats coming through. EZ here on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, let's give some credit. There's another team on the opposite side of the field, in this case, Chris Boswell. If Chris Boswell misses a 60-yard field goal, we have a very different tone right now because the Jets won the game. So thank you for the $2 super chat. It was good from 70 yards. Chris Boswell absolutely obliterated that ball. He deserves a lot of credit. I was nervous when he was on the other side. I'm like, oh, boy. I wish it was a kicker I felt less good about. Like Greg Zuerlein, right? Because that's what happened last year, right? Aaron Rodgers got us in position in that Broncos game, and I missed it. So Chris Boswell deserves a lot of love. Easy. Again, you get that super chat. One more super chat, then we'll get back to the phone lines here. We've got NC Green here.
Wow.
Heartbreaking loss, but our offense just scored 32 points against one of the best defenses. Seems like there's hope. I would say 1,000% NC Green, and I know some of you guys are just going to be frustrated and not going to want to talk about the silver linings and moral cookies and things of that nature, and that's fair. But I'll tell you, there is so much to be proud of and excited about if you are a New York Jets fan, in my opinion. NC Green, by the way, you have 12 raffle tickets for our contest this month. And exciting. Justin, you couldn't have, and Woody said it, you couldn't have asked for a better game from Justin Fields. Passing the football, running the football, he was exceptional. He did everything you could have possibly hoped for and had a spectacular game. So there's 100% positivity from that NC Green. And thank you guys for the super chat so far. I've been adding up all your raffle tickets. Let's go back to the phone lines. We've got 800 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. Show your gosh darn support for Boy Green Daily and the Boy Green Coffee Club. Again, we're 23 subscribers away from 8,000, which is incredible. Hop on Pop. He joins us now. What's up, Pop?
Hey now, what's going on? This was interesting. Mm-hmm. No one would have thought that we had not much bad to say about the offense, mm-hmm. and that the defense was the one that might have didn't quite pull their weight. This is without a doubt. I know people are upset. This is without a doubt the best offense the Jets have had. I don't know when. And so Justin Fields, I wish I had a chance to get on with Woody so he could shut the hell up about Justin Fields and his hatred. Yeah. And just for full disclosure, so I'll tell Woody to shut the hell up about Justin Fields.
Sure.
I guess he showed up and showed out. I will say that they did the right thing. Breece Hall, I have not been his strongest supporter. You could say that. And he definitely played well. He definitely had the right play calls for him, so that was very positive. Ruckert made a few key catches when we needed him. I'll tell you my concern, other than firing that guy from Baltimore who is masquerading as a cornerback. Here's my biggest concern, my biggest takeaway is I am very concerned. We are not a team that can live with Nick Folk as our kicker for the season. We are going to need 50-yard field goals. And he showed you everything he had and barely made it. I will tell you that at the end of the game, if it had gone differently, we had to get much closer. The average NFL kicker now kicks 50s all day. And Nick looked shaky. It's not about him. He's very accurate. He's had a great career. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to need a 55-yarder at some point this year. And we could have needed it today, and I don't think he has it. It's not hatred for him. He did his job today. I'm just saying that he does not have the leg he used to have, and I'm concerned that when we need the 55-yarder, he's going to be incapable of doing it. And the average NFL kicker today is better with longer distance than Nick Folk. That's all I wanted to say.
I just want to return with some stats. Last season, again, Nick Folk things could have changed from last season to this season. He was 6 for 6 on 50-plus yard field goal makes last season.
Yeah, and what were the distances? Let's get down to the details. So greater than 50. Was it 50, 51, 50, 51, 50? Was it anything greater than 55? Let's get some deets.
Okay, I will.
You're coming back? Let's get some facts.
Well, those are facts in which I just said.
Well, did you see? Could he have kicked a 70-yarder like the
his
Pittsburgh guy
long,
could have?
Here's this. His long from last season, which he made, was 56 yards.
Could he have kicked a 70-yarder like that Boswell guy could have today?
Well, okay, maybe not, but he was perfect from the field goals that you criticized him for. I'm saying he's 50-plus yards, and the long make from last season was 56. So I don't think leg is, again, until we actually see him miss it, I just don't know if I could go there.
Yep. Well, yeah, hopefully the coaching staff can, because we saw what he could do. We saw how close to it. I'm just talking about the future. Because we need now the offense was dynamic, but there's going to be an opportunity where you're not going to be able to move the ball 50 yards at the end of the game. That's all I'm saying. So I think there's a lot of silver lining there. Here's the disappointment I have for Aaron Glenn.
Okay.
I liked the game.
Yes.
It was positive. My disappointment for Aaron Glenn is there was no accountability. You talk about accountability, there was no accountability. Xavier Gibson got bitch slapped. Like your 12-year-old sister could have made that fumble come out. The next time they got the ball, they let him go back and out in the field and return the kickoff. Where's their accountability?
That's
Where's the
fair.
accountability?
Now, I will say this. Part of that factor, again, we have not, Aaron Glenn might be speaking right now for all I know. We're not doing the 2 hour later postgame show anymore, so I don't have the Aaron Glenn quotes. I'd have to look on Twitter. But I would tell you that Kane Nguanu got hurt early in the game and he was one of the returners. So I imagine that has to probably be a factor with returner choices, unless you just throw anybody back there and there has to be
Arian Smith could have returned it. He did later on in the game.
Well, right, but there's 2 returners back there is what I'm saying. So do they have a third or fourth returner that they feel great about? That I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Aaron Glenn is saying something differently in his post-game coverage. I'm just saying I think that's a factor. If Kane Nguanu was fully healthy and Xavier Gipson had the problem and Xavier Gipson remained out there, I think that's an even bigger question. I'm not saying he's completely absolved, but that has to be sort of thrown in there.
Yeah, well, his mentor from a long, right, Bill Parcells.
Sure.
Right, would not have let Xavier Gipson in the game. He would have had Bobby Boucher returning kicks before he let Xavier Gipson record it. That's all I'm going to say. This is the only negative comment I have to say about Aaron Glenn for today. That's it. Let's make sure we have the accountability. That's all I'm saying. Yes. I think it was a great game. A lot of positive, best offense we've seen in a long time. A lot of things to go. Go Jets.
All right, there you go. Hop on Pop joining us here on the program. A couple of things here. And again, thank you guys. We have 800 people in the room. This is incredible. Thank you guys. I know the result was not what any of us wanted, of course, and you guys have a lot of things to say about it. So we will continue to take your phone calls, of course, here on the program. The other thing I would just say real quick, the 2-point conversions, man. I don't blame the Jets when there was a penalty and they decide to go for 2 from the 1 yard line, but not converting there. That's 2 points. That changes the end of that game, obviously, because we would have been tied if we made that 2-point conversion. So, man, it's just some of those finer point things, man, where this, that, or the other, which are unfortunate. A couple more super chats, and then we'll get to more of your phone calls here, I promise, here on the channel. Let's see here. Who do we have next? Stephen Fox, thank you very much for the kind words. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Kudos for the great play-by-play. I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you guys did too. Please shower the comments. Again, whether you loved or hated it, I would appreciate your feedback, because that will inform me whether or not I should do this more regularly on a game-to-game basis if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did not see it, I did live watch party and play-by-play coverage for the Jets-Steelers game. I'd love to hear your comments. That stream is still up, so you guys can comment under whether you enjoyed it or not. Again, that will inform me whether or not I should do it moving forward. So, Stephen Fox, thank you so much, and you picked up another raffle ticket based on your previous combination. So I just want to throw that out there in the universe. All right, let's go to another one. We have our number 1 Austrian Jet fan, baby, sending this in. Hey now.
Wow.
Number 1 Austrian Jet fan with a $5 Euro super chat here on the channel. The live show is fun, BG. Anyway, welcome back. Better. Proud of team and coaches. Only first step. Again, let's see how they respond to this adversity. They have an incredible opponent that we will get to scout tonight on Sunday Night Football when they play the Baltimore Ravens. The Jets will welcome in the Buffalo Bills into the Octagon next week, and competition steps up to another level entirely. So it's going to be a great challenge, and the Jets better have their chin strap locked and loaded here, because that is a very, very game opponent, and I don't need to tell anybody else that. 31 raffle tickets, by the way, for our guy, number 1 Austrian Jet fan. Basis his contributions. Thank you so much. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Up next, man with the Jet tattoo, Carl, here on the show. What's up, brother?
Hey, Boy Green. You know, I think everybody's a little disappointed now. Some people more than others.
Sure.
But I will tell you something. I have never seen, or I haven't seen in a long time, a Jet game where they were in it. They were in it until the end. I mean, this game could have easily went the other way. Mm-hmm. Gibson, you're right. I don't think Gibson should have ever been in there. I think Pritchard should have been up. And it's just people, you know, reading the comments and people that are saying they suck, Aaron Glenn sucks, bad clock management. Give me a break. This is his first game as a head coach, and I think he showed himself in this game. I mean, when's the last time we saw the Jets score 32 points?
Oh my goodness. And just the consistency, like outside of the end of the first half, which that drive was whatever, but they didn't have a lot of time. They scored on every drive, field goals, touchdowns. You're like, wow, look at this, competent offense. Like that was encouraging.
The 2 point, I didn't agree with the 2 points. I didn't think it was you needed to go for the 2 points.
Sure.
And and I think that if we could look at Brandon Stevens. He didn't have a good game. I don't think he had a good game, but
definitely not.
I still think that the whole game turned on that Gibson play.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, 100%. The defense, we had to defend Aaron Rodgers inside the red zone. Mm-hmm. So I think if that play doesn't happen, this game turns out differently.
100%, because, think about it. Not only do we give up, obviously, the immediate touchdown to the other team, we were supposed to start off with a normal drive at the 25-yard line, and we had been scoring all day. So who knows what bonus points we would have gotten. Instead, we were up 9. We had a 2-score possession lead plus the ball back. Who knows what would have happened? Perhaps we win that game outright. So, yeah, that's
even if we came away from that drive with a field goal,
right,
I still feel pretty confident we win that game.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'll feel sad for today, but I'll tell you something. I'm looking forward to the season now.
Good.
And I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have an exciting season.
Yeah, it would be great. Man with the Jet Tattoo, thank you so much for the call. Appreciate it. I will continue to update the scrolling ticker, by the way, for those that are watching as we go through this broadcast. 800-plus people in the room. Like the video. Hit subscribe, baby. We're here for our postgame show. If you'd like to interact with us, youtube.com/boygreen25. It is the pinned comment on YouTube. If you guys would like to call into the program, we're reacting, unfortunately, to the Jets' loss to the Steelers, 34-32. Aaron Rodgers gets his revenge and everything else in between. And we'll continue to talk about that here on the program. The reasons why the Jets lost, reasons for optimism, perhaps, and everything in between. Again, you guys can call into the show. And again, another reminder for no matter where you're watching, we've received an unbelievable amount of support. We are 23 subscribers away from 8,000. So if you're one of the 800 that's not currently subscribed to my Jets YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/boygreen25. Please, I implore you to open up a new tab if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter right now and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to get to it before the end of the show. Again, all we need is 23 more people to jump in on the program. We do Jets Talk every single day. It's from a Jets fan for Jet fans, and I hope you guys can come on over. It'd be great to get to 8,000 subscribers today if you guys can show your support, so I'd really appreciate it. And keep your commentary flowing here on the channel. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Once again, we have KO here.
Hey, what's up, BJ?
Hey, what's up, man?
Long time no speak, but good game. The only issue I had with Aaron Glenn was the 2-point conversion. I like playing and say, listen, let's take the points that we could get at the moment. You never know what could happen.
Sure.
And I didn't like how the offensive coordinator played so conservative on that last drive. It's 3rd and 5. And you can call a quarterback option. They're expecting that now because we ran it so many times. See, we could have just did a simple play action, anything else, and move the chains. If we get the first down on that play, we win the game. We can't be playing conservative. It's not gonna win us no games.
Think about it, KO. Let's go back to the first drive, right? The first Jets drive. On 3rd and 10, they ran a draw and basically waved the white flag that they were kicking a field goal. And they didn't even try for the first down. Who knows what could have happened if they would have there too?
Exactly. Yeah. Breece Hall had a monstrous game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I love that for Breece because Breece is a monster. He had a monstrous game. And I don't want to hear anything about, the AVT, anything, because O-line played good today. They played very, very, very good today.
Sure.
And I want to see Arian Smith get more reps. He's a speedster.
100%.
And I think Reynolds he got to get more targets. Savvy vet, he get open, he can move the chains too. We gotta use our guys and put them in position to make plays. We got it. We know what number 7 can do. Understandable. And I don't want to hear anybody talking about, he can't play with the pocket. The guy, he played amazing from the pocket today, so he shared everybody about that.
Yeah.
But on that last play, when he tried to throw to Garrett Wilson, he should have just took the green grass and ran. and run.
Nah,
I
he
would have
should have.
took that. I would
Would have
buy
been a first
cool.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, first, now we talking business now.
Mm-hmm.
I was never a fan of the Brandon Stevens pickup. I never liked Brandon Stevens because
Yeah.
he just can't make plays on the ball. And I see, and another thing, like the secondary got took more. There's no way that DK Metcalf should be running free. He's one of the most dangerous receivers in the game. How is he running free and people just not? Come on, this is like it's minor right now. Granted, it's
Mhm.
minor, but if we don't fix that moving forward, it could be a major, major, major leakage for us as a defense. But shout out to Will McDonald, I can see him getting almost 30 sacks here. He's a stud. Bull
100%.
rushing, finesse spin moves. Even shout out to Jermaine Johnson. He had a nice little spin move on the play. Courtney
Yep.
Williams, Phillips
Mm-hmm.
look good. So I'm all right, cool. But another thing with like we shot ourselves in the foot, Quincy Williams with that bad hit out of bounds. That was stupid because we had a negative play. I think it was like a loss for like 3 or 4 yards. But
Yes.
with that play, gave him a first down.
100%.
And we make him go 3 and out there. Who knows what happens? So it's little things.
Stupid play. Stupid play by
We
Quincy.
have to get it together because we got Buffalo coming to town, and we can't play around.
No, not at
We can't
all.
play around at all. Buffalo's coming to town. Josh Allen. We know what he want to do. If he sees nobody open, he gonna hold it. He gonna run it. He gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman. We got to keep Sauce on him. I don't want Brandon Stevens on him because I think he just can't make. He look out of position.
Yeah. I may actually I might put Sauce on Khalil Shakir. Now, I don't know how he feels about playing against smaller receivers, but because Keon's a little inconsistent, but either way, I don't mind Sauce doing some shadowing. And it sounded like he did a lot in this game. I'll have to double check the numbers to see if he did it exclusively because I don't think he did, but that would make me feel a lot better for sure.
Yeah, there's no such thing as moral victories, but come on, this is our game. We have the game in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
I like when with losses like this, I'd rather get blown out.
100%. I just said that.
110%.
Yeah.
I'd rather get blown out. It's like, come on, we had the game, we had it. But see, and then them 3 extra points came back and bit us. No, just score. Listen, points is hard to score in his league. That's number one. For everybody knows this already. Points are hard to come by. So if we got to the red zone. What 3 about 4 drives?
Yeah,
he was getting it. He was moving the ball. Cool. Listen, I've been cool with a field goal. All right, listen. All right, now defense, give us the ball back, and we're gonna try this again. But just to go for 2 because they gave us a first down, like that's nonsense. This is not Detroit. It's not at all. That's number one. Campbell's good for that, but no, this is not Detroit, bro. No, just take what we can get and call it a day, and let our defense get us the ball back. We have to play smart, especially you got to think about it. Like, let's say we in the playoffs, you playing teams like Patrick Mahomes, the Buffalo. You can't do that. You can't leave points on the field. No,
definitely not.
You can't do that. That's not winning football. But I'm thinking Breece Hall is gonna have a breakout year this year.
It looks like it.
And the one thing I love, we run the ball. Finally, we can finally run the ball. So I want to see a little bit more of Davis.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's a elusive back, and I think he could get out and field and cause mismatches with linebackers. Split him out sometimes, or if you want to split Breece Hall out. Like, come on, everybody know when Braylon Allen come in the game, it's a power. They know this already, But with Breece Hall, they don't know. It could be a quick slip screen, it could be a pass. It can't be predictable.
Definitely not.
That's it. I'm not criticizing anything, but it's just like that just irked my soul to the tear because we had this game. This is our game, and we let it get away from us. We got to clean up some penalties
for sure. Yeah, what did we end up with?
Bonehead, late hits, and things like we can't do that.
Yeah, the Jets ended up with, let me see, I have it here, 7 penalties for 74 yards. And I would say through the first half, the Jets did a really good job for the most part.
Yeah, we wasn't getting any penalties.
And then it all sort of collapsed over the second half. Yeah.
So my thing is, if we could do that for a whole game. If we did it for a whole first half, we can do it for a whole entire game. We just gotta play smart. Yeah. It can't be the same old Jets like from last year playing silly. No, you gotta play smart. If you want to win in this league, you have to play smart.
I agree. And KO, I want to thank you for rejoining us. It's been a hot second, my friend, but hey, we're going to have post-game shows all season long, so I hope you join us. for many others. Again, the call-in line is youtube.com/boygreen25. We have 800 plus people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. I say that all the time, but I mean it. Liking the video is free to do. That is how this Jet show gets in front of other Jet fans. So if you see it and you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Let's go back to the phone lines. We got Kevin here on the show. What's up, Kevin? Nope. Kevin? All right, Kevin, sounds like you're having technical difficulties. Sorry about that, Kevin. All right, let's go to Matthew.
What's up, Boy Green?
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry, it looked like you had a technical difficulty there. Sorry about that, Matthew. All right, let's go to let's go back to the comments section here on the program. Appreciate you guys. Feel free to keep it rolling here on the program. Appreciate you. Here's a comment. I wanted to get to this. We have Austrian Jet fan. The Dolphins and the Patriots lost. That's a positive. So there you go, baby. Dolphins and Patriots lost. So that is a positive. Let's go to that scoreboard here. For this was my lock of the week, and I said it on our NFL pick show. The Vegas Raiders beat the Patriots. Now, I want to say this. I was all in on the Jets, so I'm going to have to catch up on all these games and how they went later. I just have the final score. The Raiders beat the Patriots 20-13. That was my lock of the week. I thought people were all like too hyped up on New England, and it looks like I was right. Raiders beat the Patriots 20-13, and the Dolphins got their barn doors blown off by the Indianapolis Colts. Totally read that game wrong. I picked the Dolphins in that contest. Colts win 33-8. They rolled them over. And then, of course, the fourth AFC East team is tonight. The Buffalo Bills welcoming the Baltimore Ravens. So there's a very realistic possibility. The entire AFC East is 0-1 heading into week 2, which, hey, that's what you would hope for if you're the Jets. So terrific. So good call out here from our number one Austrian Jet fan. That's great. Absolutely terrific. So shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan. That is an astute observation, an excellent point here as it pertains to the AFC East. We have 900 people in the room right now. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. We appreciate it here on the program. And oh boy, let's get to this caller. He missed him earlier, but he was on, and that was our boy Sad Shaw here on the program. And Sad Shaw, Woody did call in at the beginning of the show. He was hoping to run into you. He obviously did not, so now we have you now.
Damn. Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about that. I was just sad in general.
Geez.
I forgot all about the damn bet.
Damn. Oh, that's a double sad. Oh, sorry, man. My B.
Gosh, man. Well, my dad called it.
Yeah.
2-point conversion. He goes, we're going to lose this game because of that 2-point conversion. So.
And we had both of them, right? We had the one that he threw to Garrett, and I couldn't get a good angle from where I was sitting of what it was, and we didn't get a replay because we immediately went to TV timeout. But obviously the one you're talking about was at the beginning of the game. Nick Folk misses penalty. Jets could kick the extra point and be fine, but they're like, it's from the 1 yard line, which, again, I don't blame them for going for it because I get it in the numbers. If you have a chance to get double the points you would have otherwise, why not? Makes sense. But, the Jets were unable to get in. And that's the thing that's difficult because they're this running football team, and they had whatever. It's not 3rd and 1. It's a 2-point conversion from the 1. You're right there. All you have to do is punch it in over, and you're in a different spot. So, yeah, that sucks. And then Aaron Rodgers to get all his stupid smirking and everything. Like, the Jets played so well, man. They played so well.
Oh, yeah. And I do have a question on your team. Did you like the play calling on that first 2-point conversion? Did you like the act? Like, I'm fine with running it. I didn't personally like how it was set up, but what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I will say in general, I can't remember, so apologies to whoever brought this up earlier on the show about one of their only criticisms in the middle of the game on the Jets offense was, damn, why on every 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, whatever, are they in shotgun? Like, you have all these opportunities to get right under center and do something with it. Again, like, for instance, one of the things we didn't see in this game was tush push. And I thought that was going to be a factor because the Jets were a proponent of the tush push and said, oh, yeah, keep it in. And why else would you want to keep it in unless you're going to use it? So I thought we were going to see some of that in some of these situations. Now, credit to the Jets. I'll have to look back at the numbers. They seem to do really well in a lot of the 3rd and 4th and short situations, but I didn't like that from the 1. this half read option thing where it seemed like Justin was already committed to giving it to Braylon. Agent zero on the defense going like, yeah, I'm going to chase Braylon here and force Justin to do something on the perimeter. And that's exactly what happened. And that's what effed us last year. We'd go ISO, Braylon, and 3-1, and everyone's like, I wonder what they're going to do here. Hand off to Braylon, he gets eaten up in the back. You're like, Jesus, come on, don't be as predictable. So Tanner called such a great game, but some of those were a little confounding.
And I mean, Fields, for the most part, when he dropped back and passed, and there was a few, me and my dad were like, he just fit that in just perfectly. I mean, and there was one pass he hit, I can't remember who it was, and he like split it in between two guys, and I was like, holy shit. But hey, there's definitely a lot of positives out of this. Who does Pittsburgh play next week? Do you know that by chance?
Good question. Yeah, I can pull that up real quick. That won't take long. So, it'll be interesting to see who they play. Yeah, go ahead.
It's just Pittsburgh was one of the highest defenses I know in fantasy football.
For sure.
I'd like to see how their defense does against another offense. If it's one of those where it's like, oh, we did this to the Steelers defense, we're awesome, or was the Steelers defense just super hyped up?
So here it is. Here's their next schedule for many games moving forward. They're really not going to be tested until October 16th because here are the games. Week 2, they play Seattle, and I love Sam Darnold, so maybe they give him something. And Seattle is playing right now, maybe. I'll have to see against the 49ers, I believe. At New England, so I don't think New England's going to be the test. Minnesota, I love J.J. McCarthy, so unless he blows up, that's unlikely. Then you have Cleveland. That's not going to happen. So at Cincinnati, and then you have Green Bay the next week. Those are two potent offenses. You have the Bengals, again, obviously being in the division. Lamar, they play the Bills on the schedule. They've got Detroit. So they got a couple of games down the stretch, but it doesn't look like until the middle of October do they face a legitimate offense, to your point, where we could go, oh, now really how good they are. Because that would be interesting. If they bottle up like Cincinnati, we're going to be like, oh, shit, look at what we did with the Jets,
Exactly. So, and so who ended up winning Cleveland and Cincinnati? I guess
Cincinnati did. So, yeah, we might as well go through the scoreboard of things that have happened today thus far because we've been all in on the Jets. 5 o'clock, by the way, it is. Buccaneers edged out the Buccaneers edged out the Falcons. They won 23-20. The Bengals barely beat the Browns. I can't believe it was that close. I'll be fascinated to go back and see everything. Bengals beat the Browns 17-16. Colt whomped the Dolphins 33-8.
Yeah, that's
and Dolphins didn't get 8 until the fourth quarter, so they were getting blown out well before then. Raiders beat the Patriots. That's all great for business, 20-13. Love to see it. Cardinals beat the Saints, 20-13. Commanders wiped the floor of the Giants, 21-6. And then we all know Thursday Night Football, Eagles beat the Cowboys, and Chargers beat the Chiefs on Friday Night Football. So those were all the games so far.
Well, I had a feeling. I know a lot of people have liked some of the moves the Panthers made, and with whatever their quarterback is.
Yeah,
I'm watching this right now. I knew Jaguars were going to handle the business on this one. I wouldn't be surprised. Carolina, the only thing they've got going for them is the Saints are in their division this year. I don't see them doing jack shit. I love like a small quarterback like Russell Wilson.
Sure.
But Bryce Young, I mean, I'm bigger than he is. Like, I just don't see that translating into the NFL. You're just once you get popped a couple times. Hate to change the subject, but I just thought I was looking at the score and I was like, yeah, I saw that coming. But
I was dead wrong on that one. I'll just say real quick. I thought, I think I picked Carolina in our NFL picks against spread. I'm like, oh, Carolina, that's a little interesting. But yeah, they're getting blown out right now. So unlikely. They're losing 23-20 right now. So messed up on that one. Yeah.
Well, tell Woody, if you're watching, I'll get your money for you. I'm following my bet. So
okay.
Anyway, I'm
here's what you will feel good about, Sadshaw. Here's what you will feel good about is Woody says that because I made a joke. I'm like, oh, have you figured out where you're going to use the money on already? And he said actually he's just reinvesting into the tailgate for alcohol and all the party stuff for the game. And I said, you know what? While Sadshaw will be very upset about losing the bet in general. Why wouldn't be in the Jets losing by virtue? Like, I think that's something ultimately we fast forward a couple weeks. He's like, oh, that's what it got reinvested in? All righty then. So that's something to feel better about with our tailgate. I can't wait, especially after the game today and how they performed. how can you not be fired up? It sucks. Moral cookies, losses. I know people hate all that, but the way they performed, it isn't always if you lost, it's how you lost or how you won or the other way around. That part to me is really encouraging. So absolutely, that's encouraging from Woody that he's investing into the tailgate. So that makes me feel good.
Oh yeah. I definitely enjoy hearing that. Maybe I can get some shots of it or something if Easy doesn't drink it all before then. But
It's a good point.
But hey, so how did you? I just tuned back in. I watched the initial show. This is the first time watching of this.
Yeah.
And heck, I just went blank. Oh, how did you like this whole experience with you calling the game?
Yeah.
I know it probably sucked having to kind of update us and talk to us while you were trying to watch the game. Do you think you'll in or what?
It's a great question. I would say and I've been very honest about this in the past that, I've always been like, who wants to hear from me? Don't you want to watch the game? Why do you want to hear my stupid voice? Wouldn't you want to, whoever's on the call, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, or this guy and this guy and this guy. And eventually, it was Hep or Terrence, a couple of people peer pressured me and come on, try it. You can't just hate it. I'm like, all right, you bastards. All right, I'll do it. And week 18, I did. And I sort of was like, ooh, that was sort of intriguing, but it's the end of the season. So who cares? And then there's a lot of pressure over the offseason. Like, come on, man, let's try it again. Let's do it. So I will tell you, normally, if I could have it anyway, my druthers, I'd be watching that game. What's that? 25 feet from here on that couch by myself, just taking it all in. But I will tell you, since being peer pressured into doing this, it's been awesome. To be honest with you, it's reps of doing it and being able to, because you have to constantly. It's like being on the radio and you're calling a game, you have to constantly remind people because they're coming in and out. What's the quarter? What time? Because everyone's time are all different. People are streaming here, doing this. So our times are never the same. So I have to keep repeating where I am so people know. So I felt like I did a much better job of that this time, but I'm very much looking forward to it. A bunch of people said they're going to go to the show now that it's done. It's not a live stream anymore, and comment and say what they liked or hated or everything in between. So I think I plan on doing this moving forward, to be honest with you. It was such a cool, positive, warm reception, unless, I hear a lot of different comments when I reread it after this show. But I think I'm going to do it again. I think people got a real kick out of it. We got a surge of subscribers, which was really cool in the middle of the show, which was awesome. And again, the game was so awesome too, which I think only added to it. So it was a lot of fun. There was an open call-in line, so people were calling in during between a quarter. So going, oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, I got to see you. Whoop. And they're sort of coming in and out. So that was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed you doing it. I enjoyed. Some of the thoughts I had, I'd pull up the chat and it's like people are saying some of the things I'm thinking and whatnot. Yeah. But my dad was like, man, that guy's like a dang parrot, because I had said, and the reason I say that, I had said when Will McDonald got that sack, I was like, oh, McDonald got a sack. And then a few minutes later, because I was ahead, a little bit ahead of you. Then you said it, and then there was a couple times where you repeated exactly what I said. And he's like,
that's cool.
But and there was one other thing that I didn't really like, and I know I think Hep said something about it when he called in earlier.
Yeah.
I can't remember which drive it was. We settled for 3 and we ran for it on 3rd down.
Yeah, so it was the first drive of the game for the Jets. It was 3rd and 10. The Jets were at the 35, 30-yard line in Steelers territory. It was 3rd and 10. So, all right, you're already in field goal range. What's going to happen? And they just did a draw to Isaiah Davis. And I was on the broadcast like, what? All right, I guess if you just want the points. But, the more I sort of sat on it, I'm like, that is, captain conservative. I get getting your points your first drive. I'm not saying Justin Fields find the nearest Steeler and see if he could throw it into his hands. But, at least try it. You don't never know if someone look at a couple of the Steelers players. DK Metcalf's like, woo, I'm one up, and Aaron's like, all right. Who knows if that happens on a Jets play? You don't know. Or if no one's there, then just chuck it out of bounds or whatever. So to just wave a white flag on that play, which was 3 points at the beginning of the game, that did feel like, whoa, what was going on there? Now, which again, I'm all for criticism, and I want us to criticize or point out anytime anyone does something silly or dumb or anything. Let's hold them accountable. I would say for the most part, I love what Tanner Engstrand did, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there did too. But that was one that was strange. What are we talking about here, man?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I just feel like you've always got to – my philosophy, and this is not the right philosophy, but I'm just like, you've got to put as much points on the board. Whenever you have the ball, you need to be getting touchdowns. And I mean, if you're up, I feel like you need to still be trying to get a touchdown. You know, I mean,
foot on the throat. Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, you know, I'm sure other people will talk about some of the penalties. There was a penalty with Simpson that I didn't really have a problem with because I
agree.
But no, I'll let some other callers hop on here. But I appreciate you having me, buddy.
Thanks, Satsha. I understand. We're all Satsha right now. We have 900 people in the room, which is amazing. Thank you, guys. We're in hour number 5 of live streaming today, which has been incredible. So thank you guys for the support. Let's go back to the phone lines. Our boy 04 Jets fan is back. What's up, pal?
BG.
Yeah,
man. I'm with you. I'd rather have my teeth kicked in than have my heart ripped out.
100%, man. We don't, of course, control it. That's up to the football gods. But oh God, how painful to be right there. A 9
and
point
for it to
lead
come on a
into the fourth quarter.
60-yarder, a 60-yarder,
which I was on the edge. Right, he misses that, we win. Game over.
Exactly.
60
it's
yards.
And that was good from 70. That
100%.
was
he killed.
Oh, that was good for a long way. But we want to talk about penalties.
Yeah, sure.
They called it a pretty fair game both ways. There were a few ticky-tackies, but let's talk about that defensive delay of game where they were holding, who was it, Tyler Johnson down on the ground right on that last drive.
Yeah.
That's a first down. That's a 5-yard first down.
Yep.
And that changes everything.
Sure.
And I mean, I'm not upset with Garrett for that drop.
Right.
Anybody's going to lose that ball. Ramsey came in with bad intentions.
Yeah, Justin should have known. And again, I mentioned this throughout the broadcast. So again, it worked most of the time that Justin Fields did it. So it's hard. It's like sort of unfair for me to say good on that, but bad on this. But a lot of the times in the game, Justin Fields, the pocket's breaking down. Now we go from whatever the play was originally called to now it's the made-up backyard play. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And there's a few times where Justin Fields moved up in the pocket and he's like, oh, snap, I can run for green grass. But instead of running for green grass, as he's done previously in his career, he kept his eyes downfield and said, oh, Garrett, oh, Tyler Johnson, oh, these guys. And again, earlier in the game, those resulted in massive big plays. But in the fourth and 3 play where he ended up hitting Garrett, who gets hit by Jalen Ramsey and ball comes out, Justin had the first down. It was right there. He just just walked forward.
And he might have ran for a long way too, because there was a lot of green grass there.
Which is tough.
I'm sort of with Hop on Pop about potentially like get us within the 45 yards and folks gold.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen when we come down to a situation like this? We get 55 yards away. Can he do it? I mean, I'm not going to say he can't because he can.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. Anything we said before this game, this is what the Jets have to do to win. Anything. Sack Aaron Rodgers. Justin has to show he's a competent passer. And I would say, Justin. Justin did more than show he was competent. He showed that there's definitely growth that's happened.
Clearly. And the Jets coaching staff deserves a lot of love.
Yes, they do. Brees went off.
Oh, yeah. Brees was awesome.
I don't know, man. We need another wide receiver. But I'll tell you what, if I'm going to give a game ball to anybody, it's not going to be anybody big. I mean, you could say Justin, you could say Will McDonald. I'm going to give it to Jeremy Ruckert.
Wow.
I'm going to give it to Ruckert.
And I'm confident he would catch that ball that you gave him. I would. I'm very confident.
I mean, listen, when he was called upon, and it wasn't often, but when he was called upon, he did not disappoint.
Yeah, let's see. What did he end up with?
2 for 16, I think you said earlier.
That's right. Yep, 2 for 16, and those were his 2 targets, and those were big moments.
And they were both first downs.
Yep.
And I mean, the Garrett Justin connection was on full display today.
Oh, no doubt.
we play like this again, and I have full confidence we will beat Buffalo.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm not saying we could. I'm saying we will beat Buffalo.
Baby. Yeah.
If Xavier Gibson is on this team past Tuesday,
I hope that Jamal Pritchett move is one of the first that they make. Candidly,
I will be so furious.
Mm-hmm.
He cost us the game. And like you said, the first drive they chickened out and took 3 points. That's fine. You cannot fumble the ball like that.
Immediately, it changed everything in the game. The Jets had a 2-possession lead with the ball back. Xavier Gibson immediately muffs, whatever. He gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Steelers get it. They immediately punch in a touchdown, make it a 2-point game, and all of a sudden everything changes. Like, Xavier Gibson lost us that game. No doubt about it.
I mean, on the next week, on to Buffalo. But
damn straight.
We'll see.
For sure. 04 Jets fan, thank you so much for the call, and appreciate you guys calling. Again, we have 900 people in the room. Like the video, if you can, if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, we have 900 here on the program. I appreciate you. Let's go to Philly Noodles.
Yo, what up, man?
What's up,
All right. I'm home on the drive. I had to listen to some, which is very different for me, some emo, heavy, hard rock music. Shout out to Day to Remember. Shout out to my fiance. We're going to go see him next week. I needed it. I needed to stop, get a little sober juice, you know what I mean? At 7-Eleven. I'm saying to myself, what are we going to hang it up on? First off, what is the media going to hang it up on? And it's a take not against you, because you're a different type of media. We're talking to Saminis and whoever's out there.
Yeah.
Is this going to be flipped as, hey, Glenn got aggressive? Could have took 2 regular field goals and it would have been 34-34. Did he lose the game? Let's not say so. I'm not on the Gibson train that it's his fault, because he had one bad play, accountability. Actually, I thought they should have put him on the field for as a receiver to catch some out routes with his speed on the end of the game there, because if he's going to be held accountable, he'll probably catch the ball on those out routes, because we need him at that moment. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
We could say and hang up, it's Wilson's fault. He dropped the ball at the end of the game.
That's true.
He just got paid $30-something million. Oh,
that's
catch that football,
true.
buddy.
That's all true. That's a good point.
So, Gibson making chump change compared to Mr. I dropped the ball because I got hit by Ramsey, who I started. He riled him up. He got him going. And then, okay, so if he's going to hit you, not only do you take the hit, you get up and go, that felt good. Do it again. That's not what happened. He went, oh, my God. And he folded, and he's SpongeBob. Do you know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, it'll get spun a couple different ways. But I'm already seeing on ESPN with the 4 touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers. Please stop. Those
and one of them was the stupid. And again, I knew it when it happened. I'm like, oh, boy. Like, if the Jets lose, that's going to be the story of Aaron Rodgers' revenge shreds the Jets.
Yep. And it's like, listen, to me, first off, shout out to 04 Jets fans. Shout out to everybody who've been on the train, which I was. Rucker is good. He's not terrible. Mm-hmm. And he proved he can catch a football. Was he utilized last year? No. What do you expect him to do? Hey, bro, you got to get good right now. Wait, when? Now? Oh, shoot. I'm a lifelong Jets fan. My father is. You're right. I can just do whatever I want out there in the field. Come on, man. Chill out. You need a whole camp to get good. You know what I mean? And if he's going to develop now with Taylor, there's the duo we would like. Maybe a little Porter, right? And a little Sam Porter or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But honestly, we got to hang our hat on saying we stood toe-to-toe with a playoff team from last year. If you tell me the entire season we can put up points against hard teams like this, that means we should take them out.
You've muted yourself, Philly Noodle, so I'm losing whatever you may be saying right now. Let me see. I can't unmute you. Go ahead.
They should be the team should be shellacking my wood here. They should be thick paws, or they should be putting mineral oil all over the wood here in my house. They should shellac shitty teams. That's what's going to happen. We're going to beat the Dolphins twice now. We're going to beat the Saints. Yeah. We might beat the Falcons. Okay, probably. We should probably beat New England once or twice. We may beat the Bills once. So now I look a little bit more optimistic to say I think we can go 7-10, 8-9. And maybe it'd feel good if we can knock the Steelers out of the playoffs in the future.
Oh, that would be terrific. Now, this will be the thing to worry about, Jet fans, because you love hearing this in week one, that the head-to-head tiebreaker is the number one tiebreaker in playoff tie-breaking scenarios. So if the Jets and Steelers end up with the same record, and we're not talking about divisions here, the Steelers would leapfrog the Jets, and that's number one tiebreaker. That's the first thing that they go to. So, you love talking about that on September 7th, week one, but that could come back for the Jets, and that's another reason why this game was so important.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Indy. We were chilling over there at the bar. I lost my voice a little bit, a little hoarse. You know what I mean? It matches the beard now. My face and my voice match my beard. So God bless screaming at the TVs.
There you go.
God bless the Jets. God bless America. All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Philly. Great. Yeah, your voice did. Hello. Here we are. Very nice. Very seasoned. It's week one, and the voice is already seasoned. You love to see it. Well, everybody, I want to thank you so much. This is my 5th hour plus of live streaming today. We were with you for the pregame show at 7:30 in the morning. We're there with you for the 4-hour live stream from before the game till as soon as the game was over, and then here with you for another hour plus on the postgame show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I consider this an honor to do this. Not everyone has the pleasure to do this and cover their favorite team in this way. And I am not here without any of you guys. Now, it sucks in these final words as we wrap up the show here. It sucks to lose. I hate losing. And to lose to Aaron Rodgers and his smugness sucks. There's things clearly the Jets have to correct and clean up. Again, whether you want to, we can play the blame game on who Garrett Wilson dropping it, the Xavier Gibson fumble, the 2-point conversions, lack of success, some of the penalties. There's a lot of things you can point to. And again, all the people that deserve the love, of course. Breece Hall, let me give a couple of game balls out here. Breece Hall, Justin Fields had the best game he could have possibly had, 3 total touchdowns. Breece Hall was terrific. Garrett Wilson was terrific outside of that drop. Will McDonald had 2 sacks. Quinton had a sack. Quincy had a sack. A lot of disruption. Pass defense-wise, we need some people to step up. Sauce had some really good moments, but Brandon Stevens, if there's a player to blame and put on his head on a pike outside of Winterfell, it is Brandon Stevens and Xavier Gibson, a couple other, stock up, stock down. We'll do that on the show tomorrow. Talk about some winners, losers, and moving forward, because we immediately have to turn the page. It's just how it works, baby. We just have to immediately turn the page, and we will, with a lot of Bills content certainly coming up this week, which is amazing. So a bunch of things here. First off, we have 900 people that are watching right now. That is unbelievable and very humbling. I want to give a refresher. Let me see what we're at. Keep hitting the refresh button on YouTube. We are 21 subscribers away from 8,000. It does not look like we're getting there before the end of the show. But I want to give you guys a massive shout out, and please subscribe for the 900 that are watching right now. Open up a extra tab on your phone. That's youtube.com/boygreen25. You can't miss me, and subscribe to the channel. We have New York Jets content every single day. Every day at 7:30 in the morning, plus bonus interviews with insiders, special guests, and all the like. So I hope you guys could be a part of this journey. It's just week one. We've got a long way to go, and I want to thank you guys for joining us. Shitty loss, no question about it, but we immediately have to turn to Buffalo, and we can scout them tonight as they play on Sunday Night Football against the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to all the 5 hours of live coverage today, and we will see you tomorrow morning for an episode of Boy Green Daily. And look at that. Philly Noodle said my fiance just subscribed. There you go, baby. She just joined the army. The very growing army. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.